everyone, happy Easter. Sorry about all this jelly bean mess. The Easter bunny came. Even though I'm 18, it's fine. He came. Today I just wanted to talk to y'all about some of my beauty tips. People just ask me for tips a lot, and I've just gathered a few things that work for everybody and I think that everybody can use. So I wrote them all down. There's no specific order. The first one that I want to talk about is whenever you're doing your concealer, use a brush, because throughout doing your makeup you can mess up a lot of things. Like you can knock your face right there with mascara, or you can like mess up your winged eyeliner and you just want to make it more crisp, or just you can mess up your lipstick. Like I could go on and on about the things that you can mess up on, but if you already used a brush for your concealer, you can just pick that brush back up and use the leftover concealer on it and just run it along your eyeliner, and just, you don't even have to use any extra product. It's just there. So it's like your eraser. I use it all the time when I'm doing my makeup. I'll make one eyebrow too arched, so I'll go back and just fix it. It's really easy. That's a great thing to do, and it cuts down on the stress. Like if you're getting ready for a formal event, you just have that right there just to fix any problem that you might have. The next one that I want to talk about and stress to you and to everyone is please have a spoolie for your eyebrows. If you fill in your eyebrows, or if you don't fill in your eyebrows, just have a spoolie. Spoolie out your eyebrows, brush them out. If you fill them in, make sure you blend them out. Don't just fill in your eyebrows and have some dark line. That's not natural. You don't have a line in your eyebrow. A way that I like to check that's really good is whenever you look down and look up at yourself in the mirror, you can see the eyebrow pencil. And if you can see that, you need to blend it out. Like, I know that whenever you're doing your makeup, you're looking at yourself straight on most of the time, maybe like from the side a little bit, but people are seeing you from all different angles. So before you go out, just make sure you check yourself from like up here, down here, like make sure there's nothing really, really bad, like some big foundation line or something. Always look at yourself from different angles and blend your eyebrows out with a spoolie. The next one I want to talk about is if you're getting ready for like prom, or just a day when you're going to be wearing makeup for a long time, conceal your eyelids and also prime them, like double up. Like I use MAC Pro Longwear concealer, which is also a primer, but then I go in with primer on top of that, and it just locks your eyeshadow into place. Like I have really oily eyelids, so I have a really bad problem with creasing to begin with, but if I double up, my eyeshadow lasts much, much, much longer than if I just were to conceal. The next one that I want to talk about involves fake eyelashes. So whenever you take fake eyelashes out of the packaging, they're already in this perfect little U shape, and they've been sitting in that position for probably months. So what you're going to want to do is bend the band around a little bit and like loosen it up so that it's more like malleable to your eye, because your eye is not going to be the same exact perfect U shape that it came in the packaging. And so if it's not like warmed up and all bent around and stuff, it's not going to want to move out of that position, and it's not going to perfectly go onto your lash line. So make sure that you just, before you apply your fake eyelashes, just kind of loosen them up a little and warm them up. Kind of the same concept as if you are going to blow up a balloon and you stretch it out first. Same thing. Okay, something else that is very, very important that I want to talk about, and I didn't even know until recently, probably I've only known for like a year now. When you're contouring your nose, if you're trying to slenderize it, do not trace the natural line of your nose. If you're trying to slenderize your nose, you're going to need to draw on a new line that is skinnier so that this part of your nose is thinner. Does that make any sense? Like, if you just draw on the natural line that you have on your nose, it's just going to make your already wide nose that you don't like more bold and make you look at it more. Like, you're going to want to slenderize the nose. So make sure you draw your lines closer in. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about is eyeshadow brushes. So basically, you do not have to buy expensive eyeshadow if you don't want to, or if you can't afford it. if you invest in like literally two good eyeshadow brushes, a blending brush and then a brush to pack on your color, you don't need to buy expensive eyeshadows. You can just blend them out and keep packing them on and layer them up. You don't need to buy MAC eyeshadows or whatever. You can buy cheap eyeshadows and just use your really nice eyeshadow brushes. Yes, it will probably take more time if you need to build up the pigmentation, but it's so much easier to just have two really expensive eyeshadow brushes and then millions of cheap eyeshadow. Like that sounds much better to me. Something that I've learned over the years, I never had braces. I've always been self-conscious about my teeth. Like they're not crazy messed up, I just know they're not perfect. And so I've learned just like tricks to make them look straighter. If you keep your teeth white, like, okay, so if I use 3D crest whitening strips and I have not whitened my teeth in probably months, like 4 months. But if you just do it like every night on the box like it says, or however often it says to do it, if you do that, like let's say you whiten your teeth every night for 7 days, that will last you for months and months and months. If you use whitening toothpaste, your teeth will be white. Like people, I'm seriously not trying to sound cocky at all, but if you whiten your teeth, people will constantly ask you like, how do you get your teeth so white? How do you do this? And I'm like, seriously, like I whitened them like months ago. Like it's really not high maintenance at all. Just do it one time and your teeth will be white. Like why would you not want to do that? And that makes your teeth look so much straighter. Like I find that when my teeth are more yellow, they don't look as straight. So if you ever are self-conscious about your teeth being crooked, try whitening them, because you will probably not think that they look as crooked. I mean, you'll still think, like, know that they're crooked, but other people will ask you, like, did you get Invisalign or something? People ask me that sometimes, and I'm like, nope, it's all crust. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to talk to y'all about is if you like a product but it doesn't do everything that you want it to do, just layer it with a different product. Like for example, I always wear 2 mascaras at all times. And I know, I mean, that's not completely necessary, but it keeps your lashes looking exactly the way that you want them to look. Like, for example, use like a lengthening mascara and then also a thickening mascara on top of it, so then they'll be long and thick. Or blushes, like if you want a perfect blush color, just layer the 2 blushes that you want, like a pink and a coral, and it'll make the perfect pink coral blush. Or lipsticks if you want a different color. Or foundations is a huge one. Like I always wear 2, 3, 4 foundations, like not like a whole bunch of product on my hand or anything, but I'll just do like a little dot of this foundation, little dot of this, and then like you can get the perfect finish that you want. Like it'll be matte and dewy, so it'll be like a satin finish on your face if you mix those 2 foundations together. Or if you want like a lighter like let's say you have a really full coverage foundation, if you just mix in like a light coverage foundation, then it'll make it like a medium coverage foundation. Like my point is, you don't have to buy tons and tons and tons of products if you just want different finishes or different things from them. Like you can just layer them up. So I find that that helps a lot and saves me a lot of money. All right, well, that's about all I've got for you. If you like this kind of video, then I can definitely come up with more tips for you. I just think of one in class or something and I just jot it down. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a happy Easter.